Okay, we're live.
Okay.
So I think we can work this way. So, guys, this is the first time we're doing this. So we're taking an afternoon walk with Dr. Cosmos, and I was asking a question earlier before I went live about what he thinks young people of our generation or younger generation are missing when it comes to entrepreneurship. By the way, guys, if you can hear me tap, I can hear you, and do your best to share this live with other people. So, sir, what is the thing that young people are missing when it comes to entrepreneurship that your generation had that this generation is missing?
You know, Doc Steven, my idea is that the willingness to pay their dues. And that is to say, not to be in a hurry to make money.
Yes.
And knowing that should be a process, it's not an event.
Yes.
Okay, so I think quite a number of young people that have witnessed and see their problem is like, I have to make it overnight. I don't want this long story, excess building.
Yeah.
You know, I want to compete with Elon Musk.
Yeah.
If I'm not competing with Elon Musk didn't make money, kobo. You know, all this story of Dr. Madeka.
Yeah.
But you don't know that, you know, life started like a small seed, a germ in the body. That's who we are. But look at us grown up today, become an adult.
Yeah.
You know, I looked at my children, I cleaned their bum and things like the respect I have to them. I talk with them as colleagues because they were consistent.
Yes.
And over a period of time, they have matured.
Yeah.
So that's be patient to pay the dues. There are quite a number of young people that they will never listen until they burn their finger on a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
Because they want that overnight something. So whatever they have, they never believe. People like us understood that money is managed. I made the first 10,000. My ambition is to make 20.
Yeah.
I plan, work for it. When it's 20, I wanted it to be 50.
Yeah.
So you could see it grow in that small processes.
Yeah.
Because when I said that the first level of money is credibility.
Yes.
People don't understand it. They think the first level of money is the huge account in your bank. Is that people see you done things over a period of time on a consistent basis, and they can track that record. It's not that they see you with all the pile of money, but that you are selling bread. You've been a bread master and people know you from there. That's how you can start selling milk to add to the bread. And anything that relate to privileges that connected, people will show it to you. Before you know it, you already have a business where you will say, if there's no public holiday, this is what my own come is in this type of thing. And from there, you can develop to so many other things because you've been able to pay that due and people have known you. But all this overnight killing, many times, 90% of the time, it doesn't work. And even when you work, you can't manage it because the worst growth is artificial growth.
Wow. The worst growth is artificial growth. So it has to be organic.
It has to be organic. Whether it is food, whether it is anything that grow artificially is dead on arrival.
Wow.
It doesn't last. It doesn't benefit anybody.
Wow.
So nobody can say, you haven't grown. They stretch you up. You are not. You can't stay balanced with that. So people should avoid that. I think that's really what my own.
Advice.
I consider it as one of the very weak points for a lot of young people that just this overnight. Some of them I've talked to, but they only stop listening after they have made mistakes.
Then they'll be like, oh, how I wish. Now I get what you are saying.
That's it, because and my grandfather said, don't wait till they break coconut in your head. If they break it from some other person, learn from it. But don't wait until, because it's not too pleasant. Okay, so and all these people that listen to this, one day somebody's going to tell them story. I am in the Abu Dhabi, I am here. If you just bring this, you put it into our business, and this is who we are going to be. Bara, 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 and all of that. And before the person know it, he's already, burn his finger and make a very serious mistake. You know.
Powerful. Powerful. For people now, your generation is different in terms of you started with 200 naira and grew it to what it is now. This is a different era. What do you think is the leverage if somebody is young and needs to start small, organic, the way you started?
The correct thing is that having that self-conversation, look, that I'm built for success and I'm going to make success, but I'm going to start somewhere, and then have plans and take a step of faith. Be willing for people to laugh at you.
Yes.
Because you are going to wumble and squamble, but the real truth is that there's no giving up on you.
Yes.
But you are there on a consistent level. Because you have no pedigree. Initially, everybody treats you with some level of suspicion, not even giving you any chance at all, because of experience they have had with so many other young people and things like that. But if you continue to show up that, look, I am for real, I am authentic, I am here to stay, I'm not just in this to jump out, because people are not sure whether the next minute you buy a ticket and you are in Canada and they don't see you again and all of that. So there are many people who are not going to give you that chance until they see you after 10 years or 15. But if you are steady, they said, I think this guy is steady. He's not going anywhere. He's real. He meant what he's talking about. He has come to stay. And that's how people begin to give you a chance. And then you do things, and you have reputation. And from there, you are getting more chance, and you are growing. So sometimes it takes as much as 7-8 years. And those are what we call agony time. It's a gestation period that you have put seed on the ground. Many people need to learn about this Chinese bamboo tree, where you plant and for 40 years or so, you are coming nothing. To pour water, you don't see anything. That's really faith. That's really act of faith. Like the man who go to buy the body for several years. Every year he still go there. On one day, Jesus met him. Okay, so what happened if he said that year, I've been here every year and the water turned, I never come back?
So those are where you keep faith and hope alive all the time. And then those who are so much in a hurry and give up on themselves or just want easy comfort, you take a paid job and salary for poverty and remain in that medication for the rest of your life, and any day you go out of it, you find out nothing has happened. You haven't gone anywhere. You are living a life of survivor. So you can survive, but the correct instinct is not to survive. The correct instinct is to develop and build knowledge, because that's where your wealth will come from. But if you just follow your instinct, you just feel safe. So you are living a survivor life. You have survived, but survival is not really the correct thing. You need to find room and be comfortable, and you require planning and patience. So how about people who, as at the time they are listening to conversations like this, right? By the way, a lot of people have been inspired since you started putting content online. I meet people like, I follow him online, I've learned so much, and then you have something like to pass through airport, whether it's in London or anywhere, that's getting people, holding my leg for free and things like that. So I'm beginning to find a way to discuss for people not to really know it's me. So I've been going through that challenge most of the time. I'm guilty of putting you through all this stress, but I think people needed to hear the message. And but people are listening who say, as at the time I started learning about entrepreneurship, I have 3 children, I'm married, it's not just easy for me to start business. So what do you advise such people? Just to do the same thing people like you and I did. It's about perseverance, okay? You sell, you hawk mobile phone, you SIM card and all of those things. You're sweating. People will be thinking, are you correct? Do you think this is the way they will make money? They need
to come a little bit close to you and find out you are not doing the same thing again today.
True.
I tell people you can start business, just start cutting people's hair. Massage it when you finish it. You cut hair like no other person had cut hair. But don't cut hair and start trying to buy car. from cutting hair, knowing that this cutting hair is a stepping stone.
Yes.
So you can have a story to tell.
Yes.
And then you are not really planning your life about cutting. But if it's making you money, you keep it as a business aside and move into some other thing because you have gotten some capital to take some 7 type of risk.
Yeah.
Don't shut down that cutting hair. But you will get to a point that you said, no, it doesn't make it anymore.
Yes.
People will always cut hair, but this is the limit that will ever come out of it. So I'm scaling up now into something.
Yes.
But you can tell a story. I started from cutting hair.
That's
but
true.
people just don't want to tell that story. They started from small. They want to look like the big bang, something catastrophic happened, then they are swimming in money.
Blow.
Yeah, so and that's why some wait forever. They never really go out to do anything because they are not willing to be able to tell a story how they start. They just want they just want to make it overnight. It doesn't happen like that. Experience never taught me that. I'm not saying some people have not made it that way, but there are very few of them, and at the end of the day, when you make that kind of money, you cannot manage it because you have not explained how you were able to make it.
True.
I make statements that people don't like when I said, if you see any man that own money and they can't show you those 5 levels where he get it, that he stole it. Some people told me that everything I said was beautiful, but I should not say that the person stole the money. I said, then tell me what it is.
Exactly. How did he get the money then?
What is money? Money is an exchange for a value. So the only thing you need to do is refine your skill. Be creative. Deliver value to people. They will give you money. So, but you can't tell me you own money and there's nothing you did that just money just come. Man, I become scared of you. I don't even want to listen to you because I know money doesn't fall from a tree. You know, so and that's the reality about it. But if you're on something on a very consistent basis, like everything you do in the world, the day you learn to drive bicycle, you will be falling. But if you fall, you get up again, you drive. Over a period of time, you can close your eyes and drive bicycle. It's already in your system. It doesn't have. So, what it has perseverance on a constant level, and you know you are doing something, you are believing in it, you are getting better at it. You know you are sharpening your skill and effort on it. You know, and then people begin to say you are a man of value, and there you begin to manage. And part of the thing you need to know is that if you are really call yourself entrepreneur, your number 1 skill is ability to manage money, to deploy resources in a more, knowing that it's depletable, it's not in plenty supply, and can easily be used up. So that skill to manage it, you know, God created a man to be a manager. You know, there's motivation for nothing grew, nothing developed until managers were there to be able to. So he took the man and said, address the garden and put it in order. He's a manager. So manager.
What's your advice for those who have started the entrepreneurship, but things happen along the line they didn't plan for, and they're having to, maybe the product got bad without their plan, they are getting a lot of backlash. How do they manage, first mentally, internally, that I didn't do anything wrong, then how to also manage it with the customers? You know, we call it PR crisis. How do entrepreneurs manage that?
I think that's where the major problem is, you know, because sometimes the worst thing that happened to a man or a woman is to live in denial, where you are not willing to own up your areas of mistake. So how do you improve? You know, you admit, I boggled this, I didn't do it well, but I've learned from it. But you don't just be despaired, throw your hands on the air and say the world has come to an end because things went wrong. That's why we said that sometimes it need to get worse before it get better. I started business, I have plans. People are not willing to accept their vulnerability and human rights.
Yes.
I did. I met the first money. I started living. These are the young boys. It's a syndrome to young people.
Yes.
You think because that first money that came, the money is going to come like that. You start squandering the money and planning like that. Before you know it, you run out of cash.
Yeah.
And landlord will kick you out of your house. But those things are not the end. It's for you to learn.
Yes.
So that it helps you to manage. So I've also been in a position where people laughed at me.
Yeah.
Where landlord kicked me out of home.
Yes.
These are the best university you can go.
Yeah.
Because nobody, no teaching anybody gave you will give you all of those things. It's better experience than to explain. But once that happened to you, you said never again.
Yes.
You know, never again. I'm never going to go through any stuff like that. I'm going to do things a little bit better. And if you are that determined, you will find that you continue to improve. I've seen it happen repeatedly.
I remember the landlord story where you say you hid inside the shop.
I saw them here. You meet an angry landlord, you don't want to see him. They could really make you have a nightmare. I witnessed the man coming in a distance. I hid. Then he started having an encounter with my staff until my boy tell him to come out. He's going to lock up the shop. I was keeping quiet, thought it was for joke. When the man decided to, and then I told him I was here. He didn't change his mind. He didn't laugh. He still pulled me out and locked up the place. Yeah. So.
I did this for those of you owing your landlord rent for business, you know, and I think it's good to share stories like this because a lot of your entrepreneurs feel when you are at the level of Dr. Cosmos, you were lucky. You never went through those, you won't understand, you know, the pressure, the things I went through. Everybody has gone through it.
We have.
Everybody.
We've all gone through it.
You know, everybody.
Really, it's like fighting. You just sometimes feel like throwing into well, you know. How far can I get this? But something in you tells you you are tough.
Yes.
You know, you are built for that toughness. That's how those mental toughness comes in.
True.
That makes you keep going. And then once success arrives, everybody come around.
Yes,
people are
exactly.
Everybody's in favor of success. But what it takes for it to come is what everybody cannot agree with. But it's predictable. Just the same way failure is predictable. If you're meant to succeed and willing to pay the right price, you will succeed. You will succeed. I haven't seen a man or a woman that very, very determined that you will make it that never made it. That's my own position.
If you're determined. Somebody say, how can you raise funds for your dream?
And that's why people like Maxwell say successful people don't take no for answer.
They don't.
You know, you get what you want by negotiating a good deal. You keep coming back.
You keep coming. You keep coming.
During Koja, when we did it, I was sitting down, I saw Obaseka. I said, let me go and talk to him. Must you talk about? I said, the worst thing the person will say is no. It doesn't have heaven or hell to say no. That's a salesman mentality. You know?
The worst case, you say he's not buying.
No. And then you move on.
You move on. It's not possible.
But why are you afraid to talk to the person? So that's why also we say confidence is everything. And if you grow up to get that to that level of confidence, it's like the world is under your feet and come. What you want and say it happen. But you can't approach life with, you know, so unsure of yourself. Your faith to believe must be stronger than your fear to fail.
Come on.
For you to succeed.
Come on. Your faith to believe must be stronger than the fear of failure. You know,
because both of them are faith, but one is on the negative and one is on the positive.
Yes, absolutely. Well, guys, I have to allow him go rest. We have another engagement by 7 p.m. But I hope you're inspired. Tomorrow our event starts properly 8 a.m. in the morning. Make sure you go register at www.businessgrowthconference. Okay, businessgrowthconference.org. businessgrowthconference.org. It's going to be physically here in London, but if you're not in London, you can register to join virtually.
And you just have few minutes to do that between this evening, because you can't start registering when the event is already
yes. So you have to register right now. Visit the website businessgrowthconference.org. Get your seat now. You know, we really don't plan to have people register at the venue. We don't do much of that. So visit the website. Whether it's physically, you can come down to London. You'll meet Dr. Cosmos in person. Somebody was asking, how do you raise funds for your capital? We were asking him all these questions, right? How did he scale? How did he raise funds? All these things you're going to be learning, whether you're joining physically or virtually. There are also other great speakers who are going to be joining us as well. And you will learn. So, I think that should be the priority. Learning. I know the impact of...
The knowledge makes a whole lot of difference.
Yes.
You know, but don't just live by your instinct. You only survive. Living a survival life is not very comfortable.
At all.
It's knowledge that will open your mind, open your horizon, that you could really dear life and take them on, and things will begin to happen.
Yeah.
So knowledge is not just about being in a four-corner world. You meet people, you interact with people, you learn from them, you travel, you know, get people. Because many of us don't know about social capital. Many of us don't know about, you know, association and all of that. There are many capitals you can leverage. The only thing they understand the capital is until they go to bank, and bank sit down and give them money, you know, which is the most expensive part of capital.
It is, because there's huge interest rates on that one. You know, and you can get so many other types of capital at a much, you know, affordable rates. And I tell people, one of the reasons you go for conference is not even just what you will learn, it's the networking, it's the opportunity. In that room, you are with these people with the right mindset, and you can never tell, you know, whether what the idea you even have is a answer prayer to somebody in that room. There are times where you see people with capital who don't know what to do with it, and you come in, you are meeting them, you are sharing your stories.
Preparation, meeting opportunity.
Exactly. And it will only happen in events like this. So looking forward to meeting you. Dr. Cosmos like to take a walk, so this is one of those walks. I think this is the second walk you are doing.
Yeah, sure.
Today. So we just said, okay, during the walk, we'll just share a few thoughts. I hope this blessed you and you learn a few things. God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Look forward to seeing you guys.
Yes.